I've heard time and time again from all my friends and the people around me is that, Lena, you're so lucky, you're so rich, your parents do this for a living, your parents are this kind of way. But what they don't realize is everything that went on behind that. Now, 4 years ago, we were in a very different place to what we are now.
Right? We were broke.
We were.
And what did it mean, Elena, for you as a child, seeing that suddenly when you had everything in terms of the lifestyle and everything went down and you had to really struggle even to pay the school fees and also that $10 out for a lunch date with your friends?
That was hard. We used to have to, me and my sister, we used to have to think about every single $10 note we spent outside. And it was like, our friends would go out, they would order a drink, they would order some food, and we'd be like, and we'd sit there and watch as they ate. And I watched my friends eat food in front of me way too many times for the amount of time a teenage girl should have to watch that happen, because food is a really important part of socializing and I could never afford it.
And you had that box from home.
We would, well, my sister would usually do it, where she would bring like a lunchbox from home and eat that while her friends ate outside food. And this may seem like a very small thing, but being a teenage girl is hard enough, and this kind of thing makes it even harder. So it was difficult. The effects of $10 being such a large sum, unfathomable in my head to spend, will stay with me for a long time.
And at the same time, when you saw Papa Mummy spend tens or $20,000s of dollars on courses, what did it mean for you? What did you see in that?
It makes you realize what's really important, you know? It makes you realize just how important growth is. Because if we have nothing at all, if we are stripped to our bare bones, if we are homeless on the street and there is nothing for us and we barely get food every day, the one thing we always have available to us is growth. No matter what, we can always find growth in something, anything.
Yeah. And we have to become capable to be those individuals, create that impact that we want to bring to this world. What we are today, we may not be able to create that power inside others unless we go through a growth journey. So everyone has to go through growth. Everyone has to invest in themselves. And what has gone behind the scenes where people call you rich is, they don't even know.
They'll never know. They will never understand. I can spend all my time and effort trying to prove to them, you know what, I'm not rich. But you know what, I am lucky. I'm lucky with effort put in. I'm lucky with hours and hours of sitting there watching my friends eat without me and like thinking like, I just want to be there again. I just want to make it back there again. It just took time and effort, but we're there. And I'm grateful that we're there.
And as a family, we grew, right? Each one of us, all four of us, we grew, seeing that, creating that environment in the family, creating that growth culture, educating ourselves and also kids, first ourselves and then kids, about how important it is to have somebody who's as vested in their goals. The goals may not be very clear at a certain point of time, but it is about having somebody who is as vested in your future as you are, maybe more. So importance of a coach and importance of constantly doing better, 1% better every day.
Okay, I don't regret a thing. I don't regret any of it. I don't regret the $10 conundrum. I don't regret anything. I think
it's worth coming here.
Going through that was what I needed to go through to become the person that I am today, to do the things that I do today. So I feel like, yeah, it was difficult, but difficult never ever means impossible. And like, I have very strong willpower. I know I can do pretty much anything. And I know I can do anything because of this kind of thing, you know? So I'm incredibly grateful for the lack of things I had.
Yeah, and it means a lot when your child says, I can do anything. It means a lot as a parent. As a parent who has been engulfed by mediocrity all through her life until 42 years of age. And then, you know, as I lifted my game up, as my husband lifted his game up, kids saw it and they knew that this is what needs to be done. And that brings the whole family on a journey of togetherness, of bonding, and of growth. And it is so much fun when we are all growing together, isn't it, Elena? It's all worth it.
Always.